Hello everybody, TH126 here. Today we're going to take a look at the GoldenEye weapons damage in multiplayer. Now, as you all know, not all weapons in GoldenEye are created equal. Some absolutely tear your health bar, while others are just laughable. Each weapon deals different amounts of damage depending on where the shot lands. The three relevant hit locations in GoldenEye are the head, body, and limb. I've categorized the multiplayer weapon damage here into 12 tiers, and we'll use simple bars of health to quantify things. Alright, so for our lowest damage tier, we have tier 12, and that is reserved for the sniper butt end. So the sniper butt end is a melee weapon in GoldenEye. This damage tier is pretty unique because it depends on where you hit your opponent. So, for instance, if you hit your opponent on the front of the head with the sniper butt end, that'll be 1 bar, but if it's on the back of the head, it's 2 bars. Front or back of the body is a half a bar, and front of the limb is less than a half a bar. Back of a limb is a half a bar exactly. Next we have damage tier 11, and that's reserved for the iconic slapper. So another melee weapon. Front of the head with the slapper is 1 bar, but back of the head is 2. A body anywhere is 1 bar, and a limb hit anywhere is a half a bar. Damage tier 10, we have another iconic one. This damage tier is reserved for the clob. So the clob is the worst projectile weapon in the game. In terms of damage, a clob headshot is 2.5 bars of health, a body shot is 1.25 bars of health, and a limb shot is a half a bar of health. Alright, now it's time for the most populated damage tier. This is damage tier 9. This includes the PP7, the silenced PP7, the DD44, the sniper rifle, the KF7 Soviet, the D5K, the D5K silenced, the ZMG, and the taser. Like I said, this is the most common damage type. A headshot is 4 bars, a body shot is 2 bars, and a limb shot is 1 bar. Next we have damage tier 8, and now we're getting into some heavy hitters. So the weapons from damage tier 8 are the AR-33 and the Phantom. Now note, the Phantom is not in GoldenEye multiplayer, just the vanilla game. But obviously we play a lot of mods nowadays, and the Phantom is included in these mods, so I'm going to include it in the rankings here. A headshot with the AR-33 or the Phantom is 6 bars of damage, a body shot is 3 bars, and a limb shot is 1.5 bars. A lot of people are usually surprised to hear that the Phantom does this much damage. It's surprising. It's a really good gun. You have the damage of an AR-33, but you have the magazine that holds 50 bullets. But you do not get the penetration like you do with the AR-33. Next we have damage tier 7. This one is reserved for the hunting knife, the best melee weapon in the game. The hunting knife will do 6 bars of damage to the head, 6 bars of damage to the body, kind of unique there that the body and the head share the same damage, and the limb is 1.5 bars of damage. The hunting knife was not in vanilla GoldenEye, but like I mentioned, we play some mods that will include the hunting knife in weapon sets. Alright, time for damage tier 6. We have an iconic weapon here. This one's reserved for the RCP-90. So a headshot with the RCP-90 will deal 7.5 bars of damage. A body shot with the RCP-90 will deal 4 bars of damage, and a limb shot with the RCP-90 will deal 2 bars of damage. Alright, time for damage tier 5. I know this one will be controversial. I know a lot of people are probably thinking this is some cruel joke, but damage tier 5 is reserved for the shotgun. But the note here is that all 5 pellets need to hit the opponent to get this damage tier. Otherwise, 1 pellet of the shotgun is similar to damage tier 12, which is the worst damage tier here in GoldenEye. This is actually another weapon that is not in GoldenEye multiplayer vanilla. A headshot, all 5 pellets, a headshot with just the shotgun, will deal ghost health. We call it ghost health, so 7.x bars of damage. A body shot with all 5 pellets is 4.5 bars of damage, and a limb shot is 2 bars of damage. To determine the damage per pellet, you just have to divide these totals by 5, and you'll see that it's very similar to damage tier 12. Alright, time for a legendary damage tier. We have damage tier 4. We have the Cougar Magnum, the Silver PP7, and the Moonraker Laser, aka the military laser. A headshot in damage tier 4 will be 8 bars, so that'll be a one-hit kill if you're playing with normal health and no body armor. A body shot is 4 bars of health, and a limb shot is 2 bars. Alright, next we have damage tier 3, and I think this one might be a surprise for some people. This damage tier is reserved for the throwing knives. So a headshot with the throwing knives deals 12 bars of damage. So a headshot with the throwing knife without body armor is going to be a kill. 12 bars of damage with a headshot with the knife. A body shot is 6 bars, and a limb shot is 3. So some really underrated damage here with the throwing knives. Its main flaw, obviously, is that it takes a while to throw a knife, and it's sometimes tough to pull off kills with it. Next, we have damage tier 2, and this one is reserved for the auto shotgun. Just like the normal shotgun, for this damage tier, all 5 pellets need to hit opponent. If all 5 pellets hit, a headshot is 12.5 bars of damage, a body shot is 6 bars, and a limb shot is 3 bars. To figure out per pellet damage, you just divide these totals here by 5, and you'll see that 1 pellet is similar to damage tier 10, which is like the clob. Finally, we have damage tier 1. No surprises here. We have the gold PP7, the golden gun, and direct explosions with mines, rockets, and grenades. So gold PP7 or a golden gun to the head, obviously it's 16 bars, body 16 bars, and limb 16 bars. Obviously direct explosions will deal the same damage, 16, 16, 16. Explosions are unique because it's proximity-based damage, so it's hard to quantify things, but just know that if it's a direct explosion right in front of your face, it's going to deal 16 bars of damage. Alright, that wraps up the damage analysis video here. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys that are into GoldenEye multiplayer. I may do similar videos on accuracy and firing rates in the future, but for now, thank you for watching, and have a good day.